Hello and welcome to Destiny Community Podcast. It's episode 117.
Yep.
I was trying
Did you
to think
forget which
of...
podcast it was?
No, I really wanted to do like some thing where like, hey,
welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast.
It's episode 117 and like John 117, Halo and stuff. Yeah, nailed it.
The one about
Great.
Halo. 117.
Yeah,
No,
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Do you guys ever use Wallpaper Engine on your PC?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I have my wallpaper right now is like the Halo ring.
Oh, nice.
With like snow blowing across it. It's really cool.
That's
looking.
cool. You know, one time I got that program. I think Mad Hatter gifted it to me, and I have not used it yet. Is that?
It's pretty
Is
awesome.
it? Yeah. Is it awesome?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, there's tons of like animated wallpapers that you can put up. And what's real nice about it is it turns off when you're gaming, so it doesn't like take up resources when you're.
Oh, that's good. I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you can stretch it across multiple screens and stuff.
Also,
We want to thank our sponsor, Wallpaper Engine.
Yeah.
Also, hi, our guest this week is Red Queen. Hello.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Good. How you
Good.
doing?
Great.
I'm good. Thank you again for having me on. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you for
coming
Thanks
on.
for coming on.
So, Red Queen, what do you do?
What do you mean? What do
You know,
mean?
like in the community,
Yeah.
Destiny stuff.
So honestly, like here lately we've been doing a lot of like helping people with raids and stuff. Honestly, like we play PvP, we do raids, we do nightfalls, we do strikes, just playing with the community, having fun. And basically that's about it. Like honestly, we just have fun.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So you do stream. You are a
I am a streamer.
okay.
I am a streamer. I do stream.
Yeah, and you very clearly have a very devoted community.
They're going
Ever
hard
since
right
we
now.
went live, even before that we went live, our chat has been filled with nothing but your emote being spammed. So, you know,
There
I
we
promise I
go.
did not tell them to do that. I promise.
Well, that's awesome. They just did that themselves. I
Yeah, this is an
personally
activity
love
we fully
emote
encourage.
spam. Emote spam is the ultimate hype thing. I think it makes
Mm-hmm.
everyone feel excited, and
Yeah.
I love emote spam.
Yeah. Email
I
spam is
have
awesome.
a good community. Like we've built the community on playing and having fun together. I have a lot of friends that started with me that I've had since Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh,
Nice.
long
Wow.
time.
Yeah, I've had a lot of friends who stuck with me and just they're like, "Oh, you want to stream? All right, let's do this."
Yeah. So
I was just
Yeah.
thinking about Black Ops 2. I think that might be the last great Call of Duty game.
I hands down, I do agree with you on that because I mean, it holds a special place in my heart. I enjoyed that game a lot.
It was a really good one.
It was a really good one.
What was it after that? Ghosts?
Ghost after that, I did play that for a little while. So Miss XC Sparkles, I actually met her and Newberry playing Black Ops 2, and then we started playing Ghost together. And then after we started playing Ghost, they were like, "Hey, this is a really cool game coming out. It's called Destiny. You got to check it out. You need to play it." And we were hooked. We started playing together, and that's how I got started on Destiny.
nice.
I feel like there's a lot of ex-COD addicts in the Destiny community lurking
There is.
around.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about their sordid
Yeah.
past. But it's
There it is. Because I remember Newberry saying, "I don't know if I'm gonna like this game. I don't know." And now he's like one of the best PvP players around.
was
like,
it
he's
Advanced
a good one.
Warfare that came out the same year as Destiny?
Y'all,
think it was.
that blacksmith
Was it?
shader.
Was it?
I think it
Yeah.
was.
Blacksmith Trader.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Blacksmith. shader.
Forgot about
Advanced
that.
Warfare. That was a big change for Call of Duty, and one
It
that
was a
I
big
feel like they're
change.
just recovering from now.
Yeah. They have been recovering quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played the newest one, Red Queen?
I have not played the newest one, but my daughter has. Like when, as a matter of fact, the other night when I was streaming, when Holtzman came in and hosted me, I was afraid that you were going to hear her in the background because she was raging. And I literally had to pause my stream and say, if you don't stop, I'm gonna come over there.
Don't make me come back there.
It's gonna get bad. Yeah. I was like, great, Holtzman come in here and heard, you're a mom. And I was like, oh God.
Did you start playing Destiny and streaming at the same time?
So no. So so when I first started playing, like we played day 1 D1, we started playing and I didn't even know what Twitch was. Like I had no idea. And we played the whole, like all the way through just about all of D1 before I found Twitch. Like I found Twitch one day because it was Miss Sexy Sparkles. She was like, hey, I'm watching somebody on Twitch. And I was like, what's Twitch? And she was like, okay, Grandma, let me introduce you to Twitch. She was like, this is ridiculous. You should know this. So I got on there and the very first person that I clicked on was Second. And I was playing with Miss Sexy Sparkles and I was like, wow, he's really good looking.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, she was like, what about his gameplay? I was like, forget his gameplay. Look at his dimples. He's really cute. And so I like may or may not have, like, I don't know if this is the correct word to say, but I may or may not have like stalked him a little bit, like just kind of like watched him and just kind of sat back. And then I started calling him Dimples. And then he was like, do you want to play Trials with me? Because, you know, we played Trials. Like I played Trials all through D1. That's all I played. I mean, I rated some, but Trials was like the most part. And I started playing with him, and then that's about how that romance started.
This is great. I now know what to call Second every time he comes in chat. Dimples, 100%. I've got a new name for him. This is fantastic. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you for giving this gift to us.
It's a blessing.
He's like, great. Because he when I met him, he was like, oh, you don't know what Twitch is? You know, let me show you some really good streamers. Like, that's how I found you, Tefty. That's how I found Miss 5,000 Watts. How I found all of you guys, because he was like, you don't know who these people are? You need to know. And then it just went from there. And we actually planned to meet, not this past Guardian Con, but the Guardian Con before that. He was like, okay, we'll meet for the first time at Guardian Con. And I was like, okay, why not? You know, he's like, you're going to pick me up at the airport there in Florida. And I was like, I'm going to what? I don't know if I'm ready for this. So I got to the airport. He texted me, landed, and I ran in the bathroom and I FaceTime Miss Sexy Sparkles. And I was like, I'm not coming out.
Dimples like, coming on kind of strong, I think.
Dimples, you better calm down.
Dimples. Wow.
Yeah, she was like, she goes, get out of the bathroom and go talk to him right now. And meanwhile, he was standing out there and he thought that I was gone. Like he thought that I didn't show up.
Dimples thought he was abandoned. Oh my God.
And so she talked me out of the bathroom and I went out there and saw him for the first time. And then we went to Guardian Con and that's how we met you and Memes for the first time. He took me to the get together. And that's how that's where the cookie crumbled.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's an amazing story.
Yeah.
So how'd you actually get started on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last 2 times that we had went to Guardian Con, you know, he had always been streaming. And he looked at me one day and he was really funny. And I think you would connect with the audience really well. He's like, why don't you try streaming? I was like, no. I was like, that's never happening. I'm never going to get on the camera. Not going to happen. And so I started streaming without a camera and I liked it. And then people were like, they were always asking me, you know, why don't you have a camera? You know, you should let us see your facial expressions because you're really funny. And so I turned on the camera one day and that's how I ended up here.
That's great.
I liked it.
What was your first stream game? Was it Destiny?
Oh my gosh, it was Fortnite.
Oh,
I played Fortnite.
Wow.
Very first stream game. Yeah. And then I went over to Borderlands, which hands down Borderlands, great game. Like I love the Borderlands.
Absolutely.
Like it was just so much fun. And then I eventually wanted to make my way back to Destiny because, you know, Destiny had such a big, it was just a big place in my heart. Like I met friends here. I started playing here. I met my husband here. So we came back over to Destiny, and then the Destiny community was just like, we love you, Queen. And they were so good to me. Like I've met so many good friends, and they just made me feel welcomed. They made me feel welcomed.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
The Destiny community is kind of special that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
I think especially for us recovering COD addicts, it's kind of a major change in cultures,
A little bit different.
I thought I was gonna lose my Borderlands family, but I didn't. They actually came over with me, and they started playing Destiny as well.
That's great.
I got really lucky. I got a bunch of really good people.
That's really cool. Would you say there's a lot of crossover with the Borderlands community, or people who are interested in Borderlands and vice versa? With Destiny,
there's a lot of people from Borderlands that plays Destiny that likes to come over and play, and that's what for a whole month started telling my community. I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go start playing Destiny more. I really want to go back. I love it, and then they were all like, do it. We'll come with you, and we'll hang out with you, and we'll have fun, and as long as you promise to come back sometimes, and so it just worked out for me.
That's cool. Yeah. So what's like a typical stream nowadays for you? Like what's the content that you're having the most fun playing right now?
The raids. So I started this thing with my community where when we have someone new that comes through, I want them to have the experience that we all have every day when we play together. So of course I'm a troll. Like I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Like if you come play with me, you're gonna get trolled. Like I've had new people I'll tell them like, hey, there's a secret door down there. Jump off the edge and then spin back around, and they die. And they're like, the door down there was there. I'm like, no. Or yeah. At the beginning, like, when we have doors with the witch at the beginning, like I'll take their door just randomly and they'll start screaming at me,
that's always a good one.
Accident.
Yeah. And when we get to Morgoth, I always let them choose, or let someone choose, like either it's them or someone choose a gun that we're going to kill it with. Like we've killed it with sidearms, we've killed it with SMGs, we've killed it with pulse rifles, just all kinds of different guns. And then the best part about the raid is when we do our call outs, we don't do regular symbols. We do the animal calls.
Oh.
So like for instance, if it's the dragon, it's like roar,
I like it. Wait, what does a fish sound like?
Glub 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 glub.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fish. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Obviously.
If it's a bird, it's like caca, caca.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
What about
so
two fish? How do you like get two fish?
Oh, okay. Across? So we call them dirty fish. So we'll be like glub glub hum hump or something like that.
I like it.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. I think this should be canon.
What about fire breathing left and right? How do you distinguish?
Like I'll go roar, breathing fire to the left, or like if it's like the dead dragon, you'll go like roar. Like you'll make the sounds going with it.
That's incredible.
Stuff like that. It's crazy.
Anything different about the eyes, or do you guys do you do it legit?
Yeah, we do. So we've done it every way possible. And a lot of times we'll just ask them. I'll be like, hey, okay, do you want to do the 2-4? Do you want to do the 6-man? Do you want to do the 3-3, shoot eyes? So I pretty much let them like make up their mind and tell me what they want to do. And yeah, the eyes, like when we go to the eyes, so you know how you have to call out the cleansing part after you do the eyes on each side. Mm-hmm. Like we still do animal calls there. So we've had quite a few wipes there. Nice. But it's fun. Like,
worth it.
Yeah, totally. But
what do you think of the new raid?
Oh, the new raid. Okay, so on the new raid, whenever we do the first part, like today, actually, James taught me that they have a tank that you can spawn at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. And we learned how to drive the tank up like on top of the roof where you could shoot things from the top of the roof.
Oh, nice.
And then sparrow racing, like we just do silly stuff. Like we troll each other so bad. Like we see who can wreck each other, or we do some really
question.
some really crazy things.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Which, if you're going towards Chanel, how would you tell? Let's say
we settled this. We settled
I'm
this.
just curious.
But we're just asking what other people in the community think.
I'm just curious.
Like
this is the problem.
If you're going towards Chanel, like to explain to people how to go there,
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I just say go to Chanel.
But let's say you had to relate it in some sort of directional sense. How would you describe Chanel?
Cardinal direction.
Oh
baby.
Lord. So I am the world's worst direction person. So normally it's Duke yelling at me, Queen, go left, or Queen, go right, or straight, or turn around your other left.
All right.
So that
sounds good. All right. Well,
yeah.
Cool.
Chanel is the other left.
Yeah. Yeah. I dig it. Yeah. Yeah. Have you been having fun taking people through the new raid then?
I have. I've had a blast. And it's really cool to hear people get so excited when they beat the boss at the end. People get excited when they get that loot, and you get that nervous feeling and the jittery feeling. And I think sometimes we forget what it's like for that person for their first time, because we've done it so many times. And I think sometimes, when you hear the excitement in their voices, it makes you excited again to see them get so excited.
Have you acquired the curated threat level?
I have. I got it today.
Oh, today. All right.
I got it today.
Nice.
I did not get the anarchy though.
Still don't have the anarchy. Do you have 1,000 voices?
So I got 1,000 voices my second run on Xbox and my first run on PC.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That is some RNG right there.
Yeah.
My community hates me.
I'm sorry, Tefty, do you have the 1,000 voices yet?
No, Briar, I don't. Yeah.
Interesting.
I got anarchy the second try, but no 1,000 voices.
Weird,
right? Yeah, definitely weird.
I'm pretty sure his second rage quit. The first, when I got it, he was like, "I'm so done with you. I hate you." He was like, "This is why we can't play together, because stuff like this happens, and I just don't like it."
Does he
salt in those dimples?
Yeah, it's some salty dimples right now. Is he actually blaming you for taking his RNG? Is that what's going on?
Yes, my whole community blames me. They're like, "You're the reason that none of us have good RNG."
Wow. That is quite the burden. My God.
There's times where I'm sitting there going, "Please don't give it to me. Please don't give it to me. Please." And I got it 5 times after on Xbox, and they were just like,
"You got 1,000 voices 5 times?"
Yeah, I've gotten it 5 times on Xbox.
Okay, something's up, guys. Something's going on with these drops.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I think the most exotics I've ever gotten one night is like 5, and I got them back to back, and that was the night that the community was like, we're done. Like,
we're done.
We're done with you. We're done.
Oh, you're muted, Watts.
Oh, sorry. Nothing important. Don't worry.
No.
Don't worry.
All right. Did you enjoy the Dawning event?
I did. I was not able to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, though, because of my work schedule. Like I worked for the UPS store, and we so
you don't stream full time then, right?
No. Okay. No, I don't. But I am hoping that that's about to change, because I do not any longer work for the UPS store. My husband told me that, with him leaving, him, doing a lot of things that he's fixing to have to be doing, that he would love for me to stay home, be able to stream when I want, and be able to go and enjoy our daughter, because she starts her very first college softball season this year. So
That's cool.
I'm gonna take advantage of it. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Really cool.
Thanks, hubby.
Dimples, you're the best.
You're the
I really hope that nickname sticks.
Oh, I'm making sure that nickname sticks.
Clearly.
That is fantastic. I gotta say, I enjoyed the Dawning event. But I was kind of like, when it went away, I was disappointed, because I liked the process of getting the essence after doing stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, what am I supposed to do while I'm waiting for stuff to load? Or maybe I'm waiting for people to grab all their stuff in the tower. Usually I'd be baking cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I can't bake cookies.
Now I can't bake
I
cookies.
really miss baking cookies.
Same. Baking
And turning
Maybe
them
we
in
could-
and getting sweet loot.
Maybe we can make like heart-shaped candies for Valentine's
Yes. Can we just do this again?
Day.
So I'm super excited for Valentine's because Valentine's Day is my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'm super excited.
And
Sounds like an expensive day for Dimples.
no,
Oh,
Dimples got
yeah.
it easy. He doesn't have to remember any of this. Like, it's Valentine's Day.
Oh no, he does
Birthday
not get off the
taken.
hook for that. He does not. There is a birthday for Queen, a birthday present for Queen, and a Valentine's Day present for Queen.
That's fine. They're all on the same day. I don't have to remember 2 different days here.
Oh. Last year he knocked it out of the park. Like it's gonna be hard for him to beat last year. Last year he did a great job. So this
Yeah.
year it's gonna be interesting to see what he comes up with.
I'm going to be looking to him for tips this year then.
GTX 2080 Ti's. 2 of them.
I like this. Yeah. I like this. That's
Yeah. Don't forget the SLI bridge.
Yeah. Don't be forgetting that.
Don't cheap out, Dimples.
I should get everyone magic cards for every gift. and every
Everybody must be like incredibly excited about
Well,
that.
then if they don't want them, I get them.
They re-gift them back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
And then if like they do like them, then great. Then we get to share a hobby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're trying to spark
It's pretty perfect.
a hobby
He's
friendship.
trying to spark friendships. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's buying friends with his magic cards.
Buying them, I'm giving them their first hit.
Yeah, it's more like a drug
You're a
dealer.
Dealing drugs here,
First
Holtz?
one for free.
Oh my god.
Wow. Amazing.
I don't think I've ever heard a reaction to a dawning event that was so overwhelmingly positive on this podcast. Like this dawning event went over pretty well, I thought, with the community
It was
as
great.
Yeah.
in large. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
think
it was wonderful. Like the sleigh was so pretty and the gear was pretty. It was, something different. And I think
You
that's
also didn't
what
have to
everybody
buy
liked.
the sleigh. You earned
Yeah.
it.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
had
which
to earn
was I thought an upgrade over, previous dawning events.
Yeah.
Same with the
take a lot to upgrade that to upgrade the sleigh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
a lot of playtime though. Not
a lot of playtime. It wasn't just
Yeah.
hey go buy stuff.
If you just played and then you're like, oh, I'll try and make enough cookies to finish this, and boom, there you go. And then you get to turn in all the loot at once. It was a great way for masterwork cores, mods.
See, that's what I'm going to miss
Did
the
it-
most right there. Because,
Yes.
I was getting masterwork cores. I was doing stuff on these
Yes.
activities, like forging weapons, and then taking the haul at the end and being like, let's get some masterwork cores. And now that that's gone, I'm sad. Because that was a nice loop.
Yeah.
I
Prior
agree.
in comment to your first statement there, I think the original Dawning event was received well, but I think that was only because Sparrow Racing League came with it. If I remember right.
yes, that's
And
right.
then
They came together, didn't they?
They came together, but then again,
Well,
I think people like SRL because they got high power level armor from
Yeah.
it. They were able
Yeah.
to
But-
level up quick.
There was a dark side to it, though.
Microtransactions.
No, SPMM was.
Oh, there
Oh,
was
yeah.
skill-based
Nuck in.
matchmaking.
Oh,
There
that's
was.
right.
And people were like, why is it so sweaty all of a sudden? And Bungie was like, I don't know. You should, you're playing the game harder. That's what's going on.
We didn't change anything, I swear. We're going away on vacation. See ya.
Yeah.
I'd be playing with Second, and I'd be like, he would wreck me into things, and I'm like, why are you doing that? I need that loot. I'm like, come on, you're gonna kill me over loot, you damn
I
right.
need the loot. Dimples.
I need the
Savage. My God.
loot. I know, right?
What was the progression of microtransactions in Destiny? Because they weren't in the original game. They didn't come out until
Taken King.
was it the Taken King that added them?
Festival of Cost.
All right, because what's her name left, and then when she came back in the Taken King, she came back with the microtransactions.
she did.
Yeah,
It's just funny.
Yeah, and you would just buy emotes directly. You wouldn't have to get them RNG. RNG was put in for various events, and then finally it was put in
Rise of
during-
Iron. Oh no,
Yeah,
it was
like
the spring event.
It was a spring event where your every milestone that you did, you had a chance to get 3, or you would get 3 engrams. You could open them up, get stuff. you know.
Oh, and it would only give you 3, right?
Yeah, it would only give you 3.
You couldn't get any more.
Yeah, you couldn't just keep playing throughout the whole week and keep getting them. You would just stop.
I do remember that.
Stop.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Destiny's kind of, you know, underlayer of microtransactions with, you know, like kind of there's a lot of pressure from the European Union and from some U.S. government officials to, you know, try and put an end to like random loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, as you got Activision saying we're looking for new ways to monetize Destiny, you know, so it's gonna be an interesting time.
How about letting us put beards on our characters, get a haircut,
a barbershop?
Yeah, a barbershop.
Yeah.
I keep joking around. I keep telling them all the time. I'm like, one day Bungie's gonna hear me when I tell them, please give me a unicorn onesie. I want one so bad. Like
I would pay microtransactions for that, and that's what we've said before, where it's like it's okay to have silly things that aren't related to the world,
right?
To buy and have.
I agree with you on that because it's nice to earn it. Like when you go back and you drop in your things after you've leveled or you've been out there grinding, and then you earn it and it just pops up and you're like, oh my god, I've been wanting this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
That's the weird plight that I think they're in right now. Where like have you guys actually spent anything on like Bright Engrams and whatnot?
No, not recently.
I did after Forsaken. I was like, this game good. And then I spent money.
Okay.
I forgot to buy the holiday emote, and I totally wanted to buy that, and then it's gone.
Oh shit! There was a holiday emote. Which one was it?
The one where you're baking cookies, and then it's like, ooh, I didn't buy it. I know, I forgot to buy that. I wanted to buy that.
Now we're all sad we didn't buy it.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. Okay. It's we all obviously play the game a ton. This is where Pope would be great. Pope, respond in the YouTube comments or whatever. Like if you play the game a ton, you don't really have to spend money to get any of the microtransaction stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get it. I haven't spent anything on it. The only things I purchased are like the direct purchase things where it's like, hey, pay $10 and you get this emote and like this whatever else happens to come in the package.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's really weird where the microtransactions are usually like, hey, for the people that play the game a ton and want that extra little bit of customizing, you can pay and get stuff. And it's like the reverse with Destiny, where it's like, okay, if you don't have enough time to play to get everything, you can pay to hopefully get it.
Yeah, definitely interesting. I have noticed like by the end of every season, I have everything knocked out on that the prismatic facet. Like it's very rare for me to have something not knocked out, and then if I don't, I usually have like 3 prismatic facets available, and then boom, which I'm collecting those expired facets. Every now and then somebody's like, what is those red things right there? I'm like, secrets.
Things
piece of history is what this is.
Why do you have a page of Edge Transits? End game.
Edge Transits.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
I get a lot of those. I'm sure everybody gets a lot of them.
I actually don't get a whole lot.
I don't anymore.
No, do you still get a lot?
I still get them. I think
it's like a 1 in 3 chance if it's a heavy. There's only 3 possible.
I don't get them
possible weapons.
Yeah,
I think they applied a debuff to my account for Edge Transits. I have been saving.
This dude's actually collected them.
I have been saving every Edge Transit ever since the 2nd week of Forsaken, and I'm on the final row of a whole page in my vault.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm not making this
These
up.
are the mini games that Hefty plays.
This is like my title. All right, you guys chase these titles. You try to get like you got to get the sniper so you can complete the thing. So you get the title. It'd be whatever. Like this is my title, Edge Transit. All right, and I thought I was gonna hit this by the end of October, and no, we're in January, and I'm on like the final row.
Well, they patched it so you don't get them as often.
Yeah, they essentially nerfed my endgame.
That's rough, man. You should write a letter.
Mess me up.
Yeah, I have a few aliases.
They saw how quickly you were doing it, and they realized they needed to slow you down.
They're like, whoa, we gotta put a stop to this. Oh my god. Shout out to Ivano, who actually has a whole page. This was like a month ago. He's got a whole page. Couldn't believe it.
Oh my goodness. So I'm actually excited for Joker's Wild. I'm very excited.
Do we know anything about it?
I don't know. You know how you just get a feeling sometimes that you should be excited? Like I just have that feeling. Like I just like what it's called, and I have a feeling that it's gonna be really good. I just got a feeling.
I'm super weary of those feelings.
Well,
so I've been pretty disappointed with Black Armory, so I'm very trepidatious
Really?
about.
Oh yeah,
I love Black Armory so much.
We need some like special graphics to come in, like live news update now. Breyer with his report on how is he enjoying Black Armory? Has he figured out why he doesn't like it? Find out. Maybe
I think I have. I've been thinking about it quite a bit, and I think what it really comes down to is that there's no overriding sense of urgency. There's no like big baddie to go and kill. There's no like even the raid is like they're just raiding the Black Armory, right? It's like there's
just raiding the Black Armory.
It almost lays bare the loop of destiny. Is like I'm going out to get more powerful, so I can go get more powerful weapons, so I could be more powerful. Like the Black Armory is like. It's not like I'm saving the universe from this giant like worm god, or I'm defeating a dragon, or killing Oryx, who's killed thousands of Guardians. This is you want to get cooler weapons, right?
Well, you're gonna be fighting Civics.
Yeah,
hello,
Honda Civics, man.
Civics is the bad boy. And next week on Tuesday is when Niobe Labs begins, and that's an event to unlock the final forge.
Yes.
So the fact that it's an event to then unlock the forge makes me really excited for that, and what kind of maybe there's going to be an epic battle at the end.
Yes,
maybe this DLC feels like grinding for grinding's sake, though. It doesn't feel like I'm grinding towards something. It just feels like I'm grinding to get more powerful.
God,
that's not enough. I think that's not enough. Like I need a reason. I need somebody to shoot with those god rolls. I need like a reason to be more powerful.
Okay,
and I always had that before.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Again, because it's not necessarily a new, like, it's not a new thing that we've never played before. Like, I get that perspective. Yeah, interesting. Honestly, I've still been having like a lot of fun going after rolls.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a Rampage Feeding Frenzy Hammerhead yet. I want that.
Oh.
I want to get one of those. So I've been trying. Yeah.
I got one of those like right off the bat. It is really good.
I'm pretty sure Second has one of those too, because he was like, he come in there, and he's like, "Let me show you this." And I was like, "Get out of here!
Check this out.
Inspect me now."
I
did just get a Feeding Frenzy Kill Clip Blast Furnace with Accurize, so it's max range. It's pretty exciting.
Nice.
I've just got it right before I ended the stream, so I'm excited to use it.
Nice, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Feeding Frenzy and what?
Kill Clip.
Nice, yeah. I got a Feeding Frenzy Rampage one that had the Rasmussen sight. Really, really good. Like Feeding Frenzy.
It has I got the shader. So can we talk about shaders?
Uh-huh.
The new shaders for each, like the individual shaders for the forges are they're animated too.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's real subtle, but it looks good.
It looks really good. The Sato Tribe shader, I love that one so much.
Yeah, they're looking. I like the shaders too. I've been pretty lucky. They've dropped pretty fast for me on the rolls, but I've also forged a lot.
I'm loving the shaders. I'm definitely loving the shaders. Like I had told chat a while back, I was like, I just want a brat pink, and Lord did they deliver. And everything I have is pink. Everything.
Yeah. There's not one but two pink shaders that got added with Black Armory, right?
I'm so excited. Like I'm telling you, when I saw that pink, I was like, oh, must have now.
I think that's why I actually bought silver to buy engrams to get those shaders straight away.
You wanted that now.
I needed it all now.
I need that pink.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I'm getting all of them.
For the shaders.
I feel like I've got them all already, but like I might be missing one or two. But I just haven't looked for the shaders specifically. I've been using that Midnight Smith one.
Oh.
That one's good.
There was somebody else that was talking about that one. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Second that was talking about that one. Then he said it looks good.
Yeah. That's good.
I like pink.
I'm very excited about Niobe Labs. I mean, again, the Final Forge, supposedly get that key that unlocks the box
What's in it?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Gotta know.
What's in the box?
Thorn.
It's gonna be another box.
It's
It's gonna be a smaller box.
gonna be a box that you have to do like the rotation of forges again to unlock it.
Oh God.
Brilliant.
That's
You have to then
It's an
forge
X-Transit.
each piece of weapon that is in there. Yeah.
There you go.
And then delete
Perfect.
50 edge transits. Guess who's gonna be ahead? All right. Me and Yvonne.
Oh my god! If that happens, I swear I will bow down and be like, "I am not worthy. I am not worthy."
Did you guys play any Iron Banner?
I did.
A little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was really busy during the holidays, so I didn't even jump in at all. What'd you guys think of this Iron Banner and the loot pool for it?
So I will say this. Like I enjoyed Iron Banner just because like I enjoy playing, but so I always hate saying that of what I'd like, but what I would really like to have to see on Iron Banner is something that's really like what's the word I'm looking for? Like glamoury or like glitzy, like very shiny armor. Something that pops. And like here lately, it felt like it was like not really like it didn't really like pop out to you and be like, oh my god, that looks really, really, really good. You know, like I would like to see something like shiny, like that makes you feel like if you're a Titan, you feel like
RGB?
you're unstoppable. Yeah.
Some
Sorry, that's
Like
only
lighting.
available from Recruiter Friend.
You know, like the
So
connect to my keyboard.
Yeah.
with this Iron Banner, the one good thing is that we did get new armor. It wasn't ornaments. It was new armor. There was an actual full new armor set, which was good.
Right.
No new weapons, but we could get rolls on them that we couldn't get before.
Right.
Which, you know, Criminal's Dagger, I actually kind of like that gun, and having a better roll on it is,
Did you get a better roll?
you know, no, I didn't play enough to get a better roll.
Yeah.
Because Iron Banner's in a weird state, right? Iron Banner is like, here's all these bounties you can do to level up.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who are going to want to do that to level up are low, but then they go into Iron Banner and light level is enabled, and then they have a terrible time, and then they don't play it. So it's like, Iron Banner, what are you trying to be? Like the super hardcore grind your ass off for those kind of people? Or is it a catch-up mechanic event?
Mm-hmm.
What I don't know what it wants to be.
I agree with you on that.
I like the medal system that they added
I
this
like the
time. Like
medals.
that's a cool little mini game to go back in, get a bunch of various medals, and work towards every game. I like that. That being said, it wasn't enough to keep me playing it because I'm just kind of done with. I'm not done. It's just it's more Destiny PvP, and I don't like the Iron Banner game mode of having to just be forced to cap 3 zones and then, you know, try to wipe the team a bunch, you know, while 3 zones are capped. And I just, it's not the way I like to play. And also, for God's sake, stop putting mobility, stop only giving us mobility armor.
Yeah.
So two things.
stop it.
2 things about that armor. Yes, mobility on hunters. What the hell? Like, come on. It's ridiculous. But also, if you cannot get enhanced perks on the gear, I don't care how good it looks. I am not going to chase after that gear, because if I know that it's never going to be equipped because it's not going to have the enhanced hand cannon reload or something like that, then like I'm not going to use it. Just straight up. I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, we need to have enhanced perks on all things like Iron Banner, Forge Armor, Raid Armor. Anything that comes out from now on has to have it on.
Otherwise, if it's considered endgame, it needs to be.
Right,
Exactly.
if it's considered endgame. Otherwise, people don't want to farm for it. Imagine if it was Iron Banner, you could farm. It was a farmable thing to get enhanced perks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd farm it.
I'd play that a lot more than I did.
I would. Yep.
Yeah.
It is in a weird spot, right? You know, like it in some ways it feels like an endgame activity, and in some ways it really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's in a weird in between, like Watt said.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed on that. Like, people who really would like to go in there specifically for loot are getting screwed because they're low light, and then the people who are end game already, or are already at end game light level, have no need for that stuff unless they specifically want like a criminal's dagger or whatever it's called.
Oh, another 110 kinetic hand cannon.
Woo!
Yeah,
some people like them.
Obsession with 110.
Oh,
and what's this?
Some of them are good, but
and also, what's the hate to the 150 kinetics?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's up with that?
Man, when they finally add a 150 kinetic back in, everyone's gonna grind the shit out of whatever that activity is.
It's gonna have like -2 range on it. So it'll be useless, and we'll still be running around with our midnight coups.
It's gonna fire blanks randomly, like the opposite of luck in the chamber.
Oh yeah,
anti-luck in the chamber.
Bad luck in the chamber.
Yeah, bad luck.
It only rolls with take a knee.
Or they just know that, like, man, this activity is probably not gonna go over that well. Put the 150 hand cannon in it. They'll grind the shit out of it. Let's go.
That's what they're doing. They're saving it for the thing they're not so sure how it's going to be received. Just throw it in there.
Faction rallies.
Or people start getting bored of the forge. Oh, maybe. You getting bored of the raid? 150 hand cannon.
Boom. Swarm. It is weird how they've completely like ignored that archetype.
There's a lot of archetypes that have been ignored.
It's true.
To be honest.
Yeah, but the one that we care about.
That's number one on a lot of people's list. If you like hand cannons, you want a 150 hand cannon. So
who doesn't like hand cannons?
A lot of people, actually.
You tell me, Holtz. Who doesn't like hand cannons?
Me.
Really?
I can't.
You need to walk out that door.
I can't
Dimples,
use them.
we need to have a discussion about this.
Terrible. I am terrible. I promise. Listen, he tried to teach me one day how to use it in a private match, and I literally walked up to him and tried to shoot him in the face, and I shot the ceiling.
Huh.
I was like, I'm sorry. I'm horrible.
Were you using a 110?
I don't know what I was. He had me. I don't know. What did you have me using? I think he had me the midnight. I think that's what I was using.
Oh, the coup?
And he was, yeah. He was like, "You need to learn how to use this," and I was like, "No, I don't. I'm horrible with it." And but I used to be a scout rifle person, but now I've grown more towards pulse rifle.
You don't want to.
Pulse rifles are in a really good spot.
Yeah, pulse.
Pretty good decision.
Pulses are good. Yeah, you don't want to talk about scout rifles in front of Briar.
I used to love my scout rifles. I miss them, but I'm more of a pulse person now.
I feel like everybody loved them, and like at the end of D1, like scout rifles were. They were really coveted because we had gone through a lot of hand cannons, and obviously hand cannons were still really good. But like there was some really prime scout rifles in D1 that like people liked, and then we had like
at the beginning of D2, scout rifles were everywhere for PvP.
But
like
I think
everybody
that's what
was
killed
using.
Right.
Was the proliferation of scout rifle meta. It just like it killed it.
They just nuked them.
Yeah.
They're like never again.
Yeah.
But I really miss the nameless though. Like I really liked that scout rifle. I really did like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't like after now that they're not like they used to be. It's just when you shoot it, you're like, I'm going back to my pulse rifle.
It just feels like you're not doing anything with them.
Yeah, it
really
really
does.
feels like you're throwing some like a rock at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Space rocks.
Yeah.
And pulse rifles are really good right now.
They are they are awesome. My Chattering Bone, like everybody's like, Queen, why do you use Chattering Bone in PvP? And then when they watch me play, they're like, okay, I see. Like Queen loves that gun. Like I do. And even
I like
in
that
PvE,
gun too.
It's a great gun. It's a great gun.
Yeah, Blast Furnace has been really good. I like that. I mean,
it's good.
It's technically.
It's just
the
forged weapons just feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've just been really enjoying all of them. The hand cannon, the pulse rifle, even the heavy machine gun and the sniper, I think feel good.
I like the heavy machine gun. I have not gotten the pulse rifle yet, but I really do want to get it.
Yeah, it's worth grinding for, honestly, because I think it will replace Go Figure. If you have a perfect Go Figure, you could get a better Blast Furnace. You got to be lucky, but yeah.
Yeah.
They did a great job on these weapons. They sound good. They feel good. Like they've all got it feels like most of them have a good place in, like, most of them are very usable, if not top of the meta weapons, but the sound of them just is incredible. Like every one of them has a unique sound that just sounds great.
Yeah.
They sound crisp.
Yep.
Very crisp. When I'm playing with Second, I'm like, wow, what are you shooting? And he'll tell me, and I'm like, wow, they sound so good. It sounds good, even if you're standing next to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was using the fusion rifle for some reason in the forge,
fusion
and fusion rifles, they do exist.
What?
You know what's great? Loaded questions.
You mean Telesto?
Yeah, ones aside from Loaded Question, Telesto, and Merciless do in fact exist. And I was like, man, I figured out the problem with them. It's like they do basically the same damage as shotguns, but you have to charge up the shots. Like it was taking me 3.5 to 4 shotgun blasts to kill like the big tanky dude in the Gofanon Forge. And then it was taking 4, possibly 5 fusion rifle shots to kill the same enemy. And I was like,
that charge up time, man.
Yeah, like with the charge up time, it's like, oh, but they have more range than a shotgun. So
that's effective in PvP. In PvE, it feels that's one of those weapons that so primarily needs to be separated in PvP because you can make that thing just incredible in PvE, but it's held back because in PvP, like if you make it too good, it just becomes such a awesome weapon.
Right.
Telesto, right?
Telesto, yeah.
We used Telesto on Morgoth the other day, and it literally melted Morgoth faster than the shotgun and the Whisper.
Wow.
I believe it. Telesto does really good.
It's crazy.
Crazy good.
Yeah.
But crazy rage-inducing in PvP.
Yeah. But it's such a cool weapon, though, because it's so unique to itself. The way it operates, like it's still a fusion rifle at heart, but the way its projectiles work is a little bit different. The way to, you could set traps with it, or it explodes on delay. It's such a crazy ass weapon. Like I'd like to see more of that stuff to come to Destiny, but I feel like they can't really go in that direction too hard because whenever they do, it messes up PvP somehow.
Yeah.
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 It's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to Anthem because they don't have PvP. And I feel like they'll be able to go a little crazier with the weapons.
Did you pre-order?
Or Borderlands is the same way.
Did you pre-order?
I have that Origin pass thing, the yearly pass.
Yeah. How often do you use that?
I've been playing Battlefield 5 with it. I've been playing.
Oh, nice. You can.
There's a couple of games on there. I can't remember off the top of my head. I can open it up.
The Sims.
I'm not a big Sims fan, but it is on there. I got back into Titanfall 2.
Oh, nice.
That's on there. I never played. Burnout Paradise Remastered is on there. Battlefield 1 is on there. I never got around to playing that.
You're actually getting good value
on there.
There's a bunch of games on there.
It's not a bad value. It's like if you're gonna play those games, and with Anthem coming out, obviously I'm gonna check out Anthem.
Absolutely, yeah. That's interesting.
That I don't feel like it's as good as the Xbox Game Pass.
Right, because that's like,
especially if you're an Xbox gamer, like Xbox Game Pass on PC is a little lackluster, right? Because a lot of those games are really just for Xbox, or even if they're available on PC, you don't get them for free on PC.
Yeah.
But that's a really good one because that's only $10 a month. Although I think the Origin one is about $10 a month too.
Yeah. Back to what we were talking about on the PvP, fusion rifle stuff. Like I think that's honestly the crux of the issues with the sandbox of D2. And
it's true.
I hope that I really hope they can reconsider some of that in D3 because I don't think it's ever going to change in D2. I think that is how it is. They want to maintain that preference that it's going to essentially be the same regardless of what activity you bring it to. I really, really hope that they have a change of mind with D3 so they can have some intense power creep happen in PvE with builds that don't make the PvP experience just oh my god, here we go,
unpleasant.
Yeah.
No,
I can only imagine how difficult it is to think about balancing stuff when you're thinking about how's this going to work in PvP? How does this work in PvE? I would assume it would be easier in terms of balancing if you could do it separately.
Right.
Yeah. The problem with PvP is
because they're constantly on that thin line, right? That thin line of OP, good, and bad.
They're constantly thinking about time to kill. You have a weapon that performs significantly well compared to everything else, and then if it's going to do that in PvP, then it's affecting the time to kill, and so everything is then suddenly judged against can it kill as fast as this gun or that gun, whatever, and it causes all these it just makes damage the focus. 100% raw damage is what we end up going for in D2. I hope it changes in D3.
I never would have thought that I would have been so coming from D1 after playing like Trials and PvP more than I played PvE. I never thought I would have came to 2 and been more of a PvE player than a PvP player.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to adapt to play differently in PvP because it is a different play style now in D2 than it was in D1. For some reason, I wasn't getting it. Like I wasn't able to do it like I used to do in D1. So I was like, okay, so I have to change up some things and I'm going to have to learn to like basically relearn how to play the game again, but play it in a different play style. And also, I was kind of forced to go back to the PvE side, which I'm really glad that I did because I love PvE in this game. Like it's just one of my favorite things about the game. So
PvE's been something that I've been like doing a hell of a lot more as of recently. I can play like maybe 10 rounds of PvP and then I'm like, okay, I need to chill out for a second. It gets pretty sweaty on PC. But yeah, like PvE is just a wonderful home to be able to go and just I feel like it's in a pretty good place right now where you have some really high power level stuff to go make explosions happen and whatnot and feel powerful.
Right.
Yeah. With PvE also you feel free to try out crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I used Sunshot the other day. Do you guys remember that weapon exists?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Man, that thing could use more ammo. That'd be great.
I've been playing around with
cool.
That's my feeling about it too. The ammo situation.
It could be so cool.
Isn't it 8 in the magazine?
8.
I was really hoping the masterwork for that was going to give it more ammo.
Yeah.
Go up to 10 something.
And larger explosions.
Playing around with the Ace of Spades and is it the Chromatic Fire?
Yeah.
The robes that give you like basically. Oh my God! You get so many explosions.
I mean, a beloved day 1 warlock. My bad. Sorry.
I just don't jump, and I can hardly tell I'm on a warlock.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Firmly planted on the ground.
Can't get past the smell though, right? Anyways, yeah. Moving on. Yeah.
Like I don't know. Every time we talk about like separating PvE, PvP, like I just go back to thinking like how fucking difficult of a job it must be to actually balance a lot of parts in this game because if like say you make stuff do more damage in PvE, okay, that has a lot more consequences than just hey, I feel more powerful. Well, now content also feels a hell of a lot easier, and this is a problem that okay, now you have to get like combatant type people involved in it. You are. This is how like one change can affect multiple things, and yeah, good lord.
Destiny seems like a very hard game.
Buff fusion rifles.
I couldn't imagine having to create and have to like go back and rework and try to figure out all the different things that they've been having to do to fix everything or to make things better or to just give us new content and all the thought that comes with it. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people forget sometimes to kind of be patient and they get frustrated and they get angry or they just are like, I give up or something like that. But I gotta say, like, I'm pretty freaking proud. Like from D1 up until now, I'm still loving the game. I'm still having fun. I still like the things that they're bringing out. It's still exciting. And I will say that much. I mean, do I wish things were different sometimes? Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, I still enjoy playing with my friends. And that, at the end of the day, is the biggest focus. If you're having fun, that's the biggest point of it.
Absolutely.
It's a game. You should have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
You are correct because the Tefty, you were like, I was watching you one night. Actually, me and and this is where you really like caught my eye. Like I really started watching you after this because I was like, oh my God, he is awesome. Someone was in your chat that day and you were doing something and you stopped and you read your message and the person was telling you how to do something and you looked at the camera and you're like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it my way, and you went back to just pow 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 shooting it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh my God, that's so great because like I'm sure you guys I'm sure you guys see it all the time when people come in and they're like, "Hey, you're not doing that right, or you're doing that wrong, or you're teaching it the wrong way."
A little backseat
Get out of
gaming.
here! I'm gonna do what I want. Like I'll do it how I want. Play how I want. Don't tell me how to do that. And
That's half the
when
fun,
you did
right?
that day, yeah, because you just like don't take the fun out of it. Like especially if you're Sherping, and you're sitting there and you're like, and you're okay. Everybody shoot left eye. Everybody shoot right eye. Everybody to the back. That's not fun.
Yeah.
You want to change it
being
up.
clinical about gaming is not fun.
Yeah, there's a time and place for it for sure. If there's a real problem happening, but like the fun part is discovering different ways of solving the same problem.
True.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I didn't know you could actually do it that way. That's interesting. It's an interesting way of doing that.
And finding the fun way that you like to play the game.
Yeah.
Like you can be using a certain gun and people are like, oh, you should be using this gun instead. And it's like, well, maybe I'm trying to find the gun myself and the perks myself that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being told what it is. It's the worst when it's like a puzzle game or any kind of game where the whole point of the game is figuring out what's going on. And then someone's like, oh, you do this, this, and this. I'm like, it's a puzzle game. Tell me how to do the puzzle.
And then they get mad that
then
they get mad that you didn't take their advice for it.
Yes. I'm like,
it's taking too long for you to do this.
I said that 5 minutes
ago. 30
ago.
seconds.
See, I don't know what I'm doing wrong because my chat will watch me suffer for an hour. And they'll be like, you want to know the answer? No, we ain't telling you. Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm telling you nothing.
We out here. Nah.
I've gotten to now, like at first I used to shy away from telling people how I feel or what I think in my channel. But now when they say something to me, I'm like, I do what I want.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Like it's just funny. Like after I saw you do that day, I was like, you know what? It's okay to say no sometimes, or it's okay to tell people, you know what? Screw off. Leave me alone. I'll do what I want.
It's because you can't please everybody. Just straight up. It's not gonna happen. And you're gonna have more fun with a cross section of people who are down to have fun doing the stuff the way you want to do it, instead of trying to make sure everybody's covered on all the different ways.
Right.
And I think it's an important aspect of entertainment. It's like, it's not going to be for everyone, and that's okay.
Right.
Some people only want to see the most efficient process possible, and like that's what they want to see, and that's okay. It's a different type of entertainment, So
you are so correct. That's so correct, because I had to learn that fast, and really it used to bug me because I used to want to say something and I wouldn't say anything. And then after I saw you do it that day, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally happening now. I can just be like, nah, nah, get out of here.
I'm also extremely sarcastic as a streamer. And so sometimes new people will come in and like won't realize how sarcastic I am. And I play it off as I'm being super serious. And I probably piss off a few people every now and then with that. But it's okay, because I'm having fun being sarcastic.
That's all that matters. At the end of the day, honestly, when you guys are on your streams, like all you want is just to have fun and have a good time, and that's part of the reason why I think a lot of people want to start streaming now, is because they see people having good times and doing things like that on stream. But then sometimes I think they don't realize the work behind it, because I sure didn't. I did not realize the work behind it. I got a rude awakening when I realized the work that went behind it, and I was like, oh, hats off to people who have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. It's a different type of mental exercise, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It always changed me in the way I play games now. Like if I'm sitting in the living room, like at 11 o'clock at night and everybody's in bed and I'm in there all alone, I'm like, there's nobody to talk about this. Like, I'm so lonely. I just had a really good one-liner and there's nobody here to hear it.
Yes, I know what you're saying. So that's how, and so I started playing Little Nightmares offline, and second was sleeping one night, and I was in there playing Little Nightmares, and I was getting so mad, like raging. And he came out the door. When he came out the door, I was up on the couch, like punching the pillow. And it was like, you're never allowed to play Little Nightmares again, ever. It was like, I'm trying to sleep. I have to work tomorrow, and you're in here punching our pillows. I was like, I'm sorry.
That is amazing. The only game that's truly, truly, truly got me salty is Dark Souls.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I'm getting bested by some other person on the internet. Like if that happens, like I'm like, cool, hats off, you're better. GG's, you know. But when it's the game,
no, Tefty, they're cheating.
Or they're cheating, they're lagging, all those things, you know. When it's like the AI in a game, besting me, or Neo, I got pretty salty at Neo as well. When the AI is besting me, then like I can feel my blood boil. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to get salty at the AI like that.
Remember when we were all doing the one life challenge in Destiny?
Oh.
That's as salty as I've ever gotten on stream.
I never agreed to starting that, so I didn't do that.
Wait, Tefty, I think there's another game that you raged at. I believe it was Sea of Thieves.
Oh my God!
I don't know if it was the game though, as much as Patrick.
See, that was more of a incompetence type of thing.
Excuse you. I did something very well that night.
Not doing what you're supposed to do, you know, very well. Exactly.
I made Tefty very angry, which is what I
was.
Do.
I was a bit triggered.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
I could tell.
I wasn't Nameless King mad though. All right. Nameless King, I probably would have said some things I would have regretted if I was that level mad at you, you know? So thank God it wasn't that level.
That is one of the pluses, though, about like going against AI. You can say some filthy, gnarly shit about them, and computers don't have feelings.
It's just a computer, exactly. Yeah, that was second. I knew better than to stream Sea of Thieves. Second was like, you know what? I'm going to stream Sea of Thieves tonight. Do you want to come play with me, babe? I was like, yeah, sure. Let's do this. I stole the boat, got him ate by sharks, and he was
nice. Angry Dimples.
I got people stole our loot off of the boat. Stole our boat. He was so mad. He was like, "You're never playing with me again." And he was on stream, and he was like, "I'm deleting this afterwards."
That game, like I know why people didn't like it, but I had more fun per minute in that game than I've had in so many games, like so many of these like open world, like team based games that have come out, like these service based games, right? I fucking enjoyed my time in that game. God damn, I did. It was fun.
It was fun. We could put people in jail. Like we voted him in jail.
Yep.
I mean, Holt's in there for like an hour and a half.
I'm very intimate with those bars.
He wouldn't stop puking. I was like, dude, stop puking. Just stop it. Just stop.
I heard they added a bunch of stuff to that game. It's probably a good time to go check it out again.
Yeah, they did. I heard they did too. I heard they added a bunch of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like new areas and new things that'll come kill you.
Yeah.
God, I love that game. It was so much fun. I understand that it was light on content, but God, I had fun playing it.
Yeah. I definitely had fun initially. Again, with those things, like it's tough for me to want to come back to it if there's nothing that fundamentally changes in the gameplay experience with like loot. Because it's all cosmetic, and I think it's still cosmetic.
Yeah, that's all cosmetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It still is. Yeah.
So it's like, it's still the same experience, which is a good experience. Don't get me wrong. But if there's no progression system, I find myself less likely to like think about it and then want to go back to it and then like work on stuff. And
to me, that game was just about doing dirty deeds to anybody I came across. Like it was like just a game to troll people in. Like you're a pirate, of course you're gonna be like you're gonna be doing the worst things you can think of.
Be like, I'm taking all your loot. Give it to me now.
Yeah.
That was.
I mean, I almost had a heart attack when I blew up our ship that time, and then Watts went flying off the ship because she was like right above.
I did.
Yep.
I did.
I almost had a freaking heart attack. I was so hard. And I'm trying to like keep it in because I didn't want anybody to know that I just blew up our own ship.
It's amazing, honestly. What's crazy also is recently Summit has been getting a lot of flack for playing the game like a pirate. I don't know if you guys have seen this on Twitter, but he's been getting he's playing the game as he's supposed to as a pirate, and people are getting upset at him being so piratey.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like game, a pirate?
Wait, I was saying, isn't the point though, like
stealing and killing,
like the worst pirate of the seas?
Stealing and killing.
I feel like that's what everyone does when they play it, though.
I think what's happened is that community is kind of banded together, and like what you'll find is like if you're on a 2-person sloop, is like other 2-person sloops will kind of like band together so that you won't get bullied by like a 4-person galleon.
Yeah.
Like so they've kind of like they've created a community that's like they kind of look out for each other a little bit in a way.
So anti-piratey.
That sounds like they're that sounds like they're forming more of a commonwealth. They're basically turning into the British.
Yeah, what the hell? This is Sea of Thieves.
See, I would be horrible for that game then, because I'd be like, give me all your stuff now.
Yeah,
like that would just be me.
I'm here for the loot.
I would go in there and want everything.
I will definitely become a teammate with you until it serves me not to be a teammate with you.
Until I get ready to take your stuff. That's how I would be. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. You can count. Leave your loot right there. I'll
like waiting on an island as you see a ship coming in to bring stuff in, and then just like killing the guys, grabbing the stuff, and then running to drop it off before they can respond. Oh my god, that was hilarious!
Yeah,
it was hilarious. It really was.
That was fun.
And they had game chat turned on, so you could hear them get mad at you.
Hear them get mad. Oh my gosh, yes, and the sharks.
What was the other one? Hunt? Was that what it was called?
Showdown Hunt?
Showdown the Hunt.
Yeah, Showdown. Is it called Showdown? It's the one in like kind of like Louisiana or something in the bayou, and it's like I don't know. There's like 20 or so players that get put in, and it's like a cross between like a game of zombies and Call of Duty and like a battle royale. It's a really fun one, but they had voice chat on too. So if you shot another player or you were sneaking around, you could hear them like a team talking to each other. Oh man, that game is really good. Hunt Showdown is a fantastic game. I haven't played it in a while, but it's good.
So that is one of the things that I miss from the COD days, is that when you killed someone and you could hear sometimes you didn't want to hear what they said, but sometimes it was pretty funny. Like, oh my god, she was in the corner or she was up top. It was just it was kind of comical to hear them rage.
What was the Xbox game back in the day? I think it was a racing game. Was it Breakout or Burnout that would take a picture using the Xbox camera after you wreck somebody, and that would come up on your screen?
It would take a picture of them, like
if you wreck somebody. So if I wrecked Tefty, it would take a picture of Tefty getting wrecked.
I thought like
up on my screen.
I thought you meant like it would use like the Kinect camera to take a picture of them on their couch or something.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Yes, that would be awesome.
That's amazing.
That's a big yikes.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I would have done some really regrettable stuff.
Oh my god, the early days of Xbox Live have you guys ever played Uno on Xbox Live, like way back in the day? They had video chat in Uno. You could actually like sit there like playing with people like in video chat playing Uno, and there'd be like people like ripping bong hits or doing cocaine off of the table.
Uno was
all sorts of shit going on in there.
Wild West.
Like there was some of that too when PlayStation 4 first came out, and they had like the but man, nothing was like the Xbox Live or Xbox Live's like early days. It was crazy.
It was crazy. I'll agree with you on that.
They hadn't figured out any of that like bad boy behavior stuff. So like the people who were acting bad just there were no repercussions, right? So you just you could do whatever you wanted. So you like Call of Duty was totally that way. That's shit you hear in a Call of Duty lobby. I mean,
isn't it still
you'd
that
instantly get banned now.
Yeah.
You get banned. I think you get reported, get banned.
Yeah, you get banned, get reported. That now, back when like in Black Ops 2, though, I was like, how are they not getting in trouble for saying that?
Yeah.
They say what they want back
Well,
then.
they've added like different like queues of people too. So if you continually get like reported, you'll get kind of put in this bad boys like
toxic
queue
playlist.
where you only basically you'll be put in a toxic playlist. That happens on the Xbox Live servers before you even get to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the games have all that stuff too. But I mean, I remember playing Modern Warfare 2. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Some mean things were said about my mother. Some mean things. She hasn't gotten over it yet. She hasn't come back to Call of Duty yet.
Me and Second had to get on to Skittles the other day because she was saying things, and I was like, "You're gonna get banned. You need to stop." I was like, "Like how?" And then I looked at Second. I was like, "How? Like how did she get that way?" And he was like, "It's not my fault."
Is Dimples being toxic?
Yeah. You should hear them too when they play games together. The way they talk to each other, I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's where she got it from, Dad." I like my stream could hear in the background, and I was like, "Stop saying that! You're gonna get me in trouble." I was like, "Don't say that again."
That's hilarious.
I was like, "That's a no." And she just looks at me. She's just an 18-year-old teenager who's having fun, but.
I think it's one of the reasons, like, games now are so reluctant to have, like, opt-out voice chat, right?
Like, Destiny literally came from that experience with proximity chat and Halo, and then they were like, we're going to just turn this off. Completely.
Do you think that culture is changing, though, too? Like, I kind of get the impression that culture is changing a little bit, where that stuff's just not as acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
And if you want to be playing with your friends, like, you just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe you can once in a while as a goof, but like that kind of behavior, I don't know. Like maybe that's just because we live in this small Destiny community where it's kind of a curated community where it's just there's still some of it, especially in like the hardcore PvP side, but it doesn't seem like there's as much of it. Even when Destiny started, I felt like there was more of it.
Well, more people are streaming. Like obviously way more people. Yeah. And it's becoming more mainstream. So there's more like attention being applied to it and saying, "Hey, that's really rude." Or that's a backwards way of thinking about things. Maybe we need to address this, So I think that's part of it. Society is just kind of it's growing up more is what it is. It's been relatively young. I mean, the internet's been young. And now there's things that people are realizing. They're like, hey, we should correct certain things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm careful now, like what I say whenever I'm playing PvP on stream, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or upset people. Like usually if you're just trash talking and you're like having fun and you're like, oh my God, shotgun me was in the corner. Like I still feel bad saying certain things sometimes because I don't want to like upset anyone, and you never know who you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't check the list. Like I never check the list. But don't get it twisted. When I'm offline, I say what I want.
You guys want to do some Twitter questions?
Let's do it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Zero says, this is for Red Queen. How did you come up with your name?
So I absolutely love Alice in Wonderland, but I'm a Disney person and I love the Evil Queens. So the Red Queen and Alice was the best, and I don't think the Evil Queens gets enough recognition. For if we didn't have them, we wouldn't have the love story. You know what I'm saying? So
their contributions.
I am an Evil Queen. Yeah, exactly. So I definitely that's where that came from.
Nice.
Dylan says, hey, all, recently losing my interest to get out and grind out Destiny 2 a lot, mainly with a lack of interest in the Forges and Black Armory. Do you think we're getting to the dry point of the expansion where players look to other games until Joker's Wild? Love the show, by the way. P.S. Don't go, Pope.
Pope.
I'm still excited about Niobe Labs. I'm excited about the final forge and what's in the box, and then how does content release after that, and then Last Words coming back, and then after that we have like the Valentine's event, and I personally am enjoying the forge. I think I'm generally someone who really enjoys grinding for that perfect thing. That's why I liked Monster Hunter World so much, because that's all it was. That is Monster Hunter World. It's killing things, getting things, creating things. And Black Armory is that on a much lesser scale, but I definitely enjoy that type of gameplay where I get to constantly look for the thing that I really want, the role that I want, because all the weapons feel good. And if the weapons didn't feel good, I probably would be much less interested in trying to get a good roll on them. But even having not an optimal roll and using it, it feels good. So I want to get the perfect roll on it. So I've been enjoying the forge. I can definitely see that if people don't care as much about having that god roll, that they wouldn't care about the forge.
With Monster Hunter, one of the great things about the grind was there's always something out there that was more powerful to kill. So you always saw the results of that grind, right? Like if you got more powerful, that meant you could kill that monster a little faster. And I don't feel like there's anything out there right now for Destiny in that way.
That's understandable.
That's kind of the way the game is balanced, though. Like you're never going to truly over level stuff to the point that, you know, a single hand cannon shot's going to kill the boss. Whereas Monster Hunter was very much a game where, hey, once you've like over leveled, over geared the content, yeah, that you know, electric squirrel is going to die in like, you know, 10 seconds.
Freaking
compared
Toby,
to, you
man.
know, the 30 minutes it used to take.
Didn't Monster Hunter just get a new expansion?
They announced it.
It's coming out.
They announced it, but it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. It's coming out
this year?
In the fall. It's coming out of this year in the fall. Yeah. So it's like they announced it,
Oh.
and it's like a year from now we'll finally get it.
What?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, "Yo,
I'm super excited for it, though.
That's a long way away, though.
I'm excited too, but there's going to be a lot of things that are going to transpire between
I was
now.
thinking like January, February.
Oh, that would have been
January.
amazing.
Perfect. If it came out in January, oh man, this would be a perfect time.
That would have been incredible, honestly. Yeah, it's
just
going to be
release
a while.
it. Just do it, Capcom. Come on.
Yeah, kick it out. Yeah. Come on. I gotta say, yeah, I'm kind of like I'm split right now because I'm with Watts. I enjoy that type of grind as well. Like when I get to like pull the slot machine, see if I'm gonna get the thing that I'm looking for. Like that is something that I really like. That's the Borderlands thing. You kill the same dude over and over to try to get a particular version of a roll of the gun. Like that.
Yep.
That is something that provides like excitement for me. So I like that aspect. I think that it's not going to last until Joker's Wild, though. So I'm interested to see what happens with Niobe Labs. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to make me want to play a long time every single day, though, by the time that content's out. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to hit that point where they're like, there's some other games that are coming out. Like Anthem, obviously, there's going to be interest to see what Anthem plays out as. Division 2. Like, there's obviously a lot of content for gamers. If you're into gaming in general, that's coming over the next 6 months. It's going to be pretty big.
This year's going to be big.
Sometimes it's okay to like. It's okay to like. I guess that's one of the things that I like about the Destiny community is that like when I stream, I love streaming Destiny because I like playing with my friends, I like playing with my community. But I also love games offline too. You know what I'm saying? So I have that breakup of different games. Here lately, I haven't because I worked all the time, and then when I wasn't working, I was streaming, so I didn't really have time to play other games. But now I'm looking forward to like hopefully hearing about Borderlands 3, and I know it's a long ways away, but like ESO, like I loved ESO. I was a big ESO player, and so there's a lot of different games that's going to be coming out, and it's hopefully coming out. You know, that I'm interested in, like Division 2, just playing and like having something different on. But it's nice to play different games sometimes because it, you know, it breaks it up.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good games coming out this year.
Yeah.
There is
and soon.
I still haven't finished all the games from last year.
I know.
Come on, Briar.
Same.
Come on, Watts. Come on, we gotta get to it.
Oh yeah, I know. I want to go back to Monster Hunter World, honestly. I want to load it up again. Just because I'm pretty sure I don't remember how to use anything.
Yeah, I feel like I might have forgotten some of the weapons. Yeah.
I wanna play Monster Hunter World not in like 30 FPS.
Yes. I need to level up a PC account.
PC.
Yeah.
They still
Is that
haven't
what we're doing now?
Maybe.
They still haven't put those in parity though.
What do you mean?
Like they're not like the stuff that comes out on the consoles comes out like 6 months later on the
It does.
on the PC.
You have
Really?
to wait a long time. Yeah. I
Yeah.
always see them tweeting like available now on console, available now on PC. So
Yeah.
there's a long
That-
time to wait for content for Monster Hunter World. So I think I'd probably just stay on PlayStation because I don't want to wait another year for the
real
DLC.
good though on PC.
I know,
Like, I wish
I
they would
know.
just like sync them up.
Man, that's one of the things that Destiny did really fucking great. Like
It really did.
it
really did.
It kind of sucked that like, oh yeah, you start playing on PC and then hey, Curse of Osiris is out pretty soon after, and then you're gonna have to buy it. So wow, that sucks. But once that Band-Aid got ripped off, it was great.
Yeah, that's true. That was a little bit of a pain point, but boy,
Going to
the game
PC,
is
like,
good on PC.
yeah, it is beautiful. Like when I got my PC set up, like I think I got it. What I get like a month ago, maybe
Mhm.
3 weeks or a month ago. I saw a whole new world when I played it on PC.
Just recently,
Yeah.
you got a new PC.
Yeah, I just recently got one, and I could not believe, like it was just so beautiful. Like it was beautiful.
For Christmas, I built both of my boys new computers, and one of them started playing Destiny right off the bat because his old laptop couldn't take it.
Yeah,
He just wouldn't run it. And he was looking at it like, holy shit, this game really does look good. He got a 144 hertz monitor.
Woo.
Mhm.
So he's not in the church of unlimited frames, but he's up there. You know, he's in the back row at least.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
attending sermons.
Yeah. He's on the fence.
Yeah.
So I have a question. I have a question for you guys.
Mhm.
So, what is one gun that you miss that was back in D1 that you just absolutely missed?
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker?
Icebreaker.
Do you want it back?
Fuck yes. I love that gun.
Icebreaker was
That gun
nice.
was good.
I absolutely love Icebreaker. I completely understand why, it is one of the hardest weapons to design around because it's literal
Yeah.
infinite ammo. But
Yeah.
it's more of about like the fantasy of, hey, here's this gun, you can use it forever. Like this could be your one gun, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And bows kind of fill that niche right now for me. But man, if Icebreaker came back,
Mhm.
yeah, I'd be happy, very happy.
Drake's Promise.
Drake's Promise?
Yeah.
The potato.
It needs to come back. I don't know why they're not haven't brought it back.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping for like a Black Armory Drake's Promise.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope.
All right.
What about you, Tufty?
I'm gonna go against the grain here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just assume the weapon is gonna become way better than what it was in D1. All right.
Uh-huh.
Fabian strategy. Boom.
What?
Let's go. It's gonna be the ultimate. It's gonna turn into
Breakneck?
It is breakneck, isn't it?
It's like
it's not even gonna be an
The
auto
worst
rifle.
breakneck?
It's gonna be
oh,
automatic rocket launcher kinetic primary.
I'll run that.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I got you
What
sold,
about you,
right?
Gar?
That sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds doable. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I see. We're just making up our own shit now.
It's my
Yeah.
fantasy
Well,
world.
Well, fuck. Give me. I want my icebreaker to
You
shoot
already said
Gjallarhorns
you already said
that
icebreaker.
then shoot Wolfpack rounds.
Oh my
You know
god.
what? I want my icebreaker to shoot those stupid
we
blinding
didn't say-
homing missiles
we-
that Colossuses shoot.
Listen, we
Hey,
didn't say that
you
we're
know what?
combining
Watts,
weapons. I'm
Watts,
sorry.
Your Dreg's promise. Your Dreg's promise can
Yeah.
now it-
Dreg's
now it
promise
is
was
actually
perfect as it
two
was.
Dreg's promises.
It is. It's true.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
10 of them. There we go.
10 of them.
As long as we're
Dual
making
wield,
shit
triple
up.
wield.
I think I'm leaning like mine would be between two. Like I had a hard time letting these guns go, the Vision of Confluence and the 1,000-Yard Stare. Those are two of my just favorite
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
guns. So those would be two things that it would be hard for me to choose. between.
My problem is that I played with all those guns so much in Destiny 1 that I really don't want to play with them anymore. Like, I was so disappointed when Mida Multi-Tool was like one of the most popular weapons in Crucible. Like, I just played with that gun for 3 years. I finally get Destiny 2 and I'm playing with Mida Multi-Tool.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, though, I am excited about the last word coming back because I do like that. There is a cowboy fantasy that definitely fulfills that I really like about it. For the most part, I'd rather be playing with new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just those things where you think back and you think about the guns that you so long and you're just, man, I do miss that gun, like the feeling of it. You know what I mean? Like the feeling of it. But
Outbreak Prime
for now,
like, man, I miss that gun.
Outbreak Prime was great.
Yeah.
A lot of like the vanilla Destiny 1 stuff too came back in Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
Like, so I already kind of got that nostalgia fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a split case type of thing. Like, if it was a free update and they brought back all this stuff, I'd be like, yes, of course. Why not bring back things from the past that were... In fact, I was talking about this in last night. Like, if during a lull, they had free content drops that literally brought back old pieces of content into the game, like, suddenly you could chase 1,000-yard stare because they added it back into the game from D1, and it's a free update, so everybody has access to it. Yeah. Awesome. Strikes from before. Bring them back, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But if it involved
what even is a free update now, though, that we're in the annual
if you own
pass,
D2, you know? It's a part of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the seasons. All the stuff that comes with the seasons is free.
Exactly.
The Halloween event was a free event. People that were level 20 could go do it. So
yeah.
Dawning too, right? Wasn't the Dawning free event?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that stuff is cool.
What's your loadouts now? Like, what loadouts do you use now? What's your favorite loadouts now that you like?
Man, it is tough to get away from threat level.
Yeah.
So it's like threat level, and then I'm either running a Orchid, Nation of Beasts, or a Trust, depending on the flavor that I need. And then it's usually going to be Thunderlord, 1,000-Yard Stare, or Anarchy. Anarchy's been a lot of fun. I like using it.
Anarchy seems really good. Like, I've seen you using it on bosses and mini bosses, and it seems to do good damage.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still not 1,000 yards. I mean, not 1,000 yards. Still not Whisper of the
Worm. Whisper of the Worm. Yeah.
It's not Whisper level of damage, but it changes it up and it's fun. That's what I like.
Right. That's like.
Have you used it in PvP much, Tefty?
I haven't played PvP in a long time.
I want you to play PvP and stick it to your teammates and have them run around electrocuting everyone. That's what I want to see.
I don't know what it is, but like ever since Forsaken hit, I realized that I've had the same PvP interactions for like 3 years, and I'm just less interested in those gaming experiences than I am with like the PvE side. As PvE gets better for me, my interest level for PvP declines. As PvE starts tanking, my interest level for PvP increases. But now I'm hitting a point where like, well, there's still things to do in PvE, and once I'm done with that, there's other games that I would like to play. So like, it's kind of a weird spot to be in, because typically I've gone back to it. Like, if I had just loaded up Destiny in the past few months, if this was my introduction, I'd be all over PvP right now, be playing the crap out of it. But because it's been over 3 years, I'm just less interested in the exact same things that I've seen.
Yeah, I think for PvP, we need more Destiny unique modes. I think that it almost seemed like the Crucible team went away from these more Destiny specific modes, like Rift. I think Rift was a very Destiny mode. It was chaotic, it was fast, it was a different take on something familiar, and they've gone away from that and tried to go more towards traditional competitive PvP, and I just don't think that really works for Destiny. It's such a unique game when it comes to the way that it plays, that I think you could make a lot of really unique modes.
I enjoyed Rift. Like, I know some people didn't enjoy it, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I actually did enjoy it
as well.
Also, not hearing about any new maps for the season, and also for Black Armory, that was disappointing. Also, I will say, like, that kind of has added as well to like, well, it's going to be the same maps. I feel like the PvP team isn't really making any kind of big changes, so it's still going to be the same stuff. Like
they've been real quiet.
Yeah, like if there was some serious changes that they were experimenting with every month to change things up and experiment with, then my interest would be a little bit more there, where I'd be like,
because you'd want to hop in, right?
Yeah.
And be like, oh, let's see how this gun feels now.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it just feels like the same stuff. Like,
right.
I'm going to use a hand cannon.
Maybe it's all being saved for trials to come back and be amazing.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's what I've been thinking, was like, maybe when they bring it back, it's just gonna be like, pow, here you go, have fun, you know.
Loot to chase after.
They said definitely it's not coming back this season, right?
Yeah.
So the soonest we could hope for is in the
Joker's Wild
season of the Joker.
Yeah,
Joker's Wild. Right there.
Season of the Drifter, gambler.
Season of the that
season
guy.
Of gambling on the Drifter.
I'm excited for Joker's Wild because the lore that's there is really interesting and can go into some interesting ways. Plus, we're gonna be finding out hopefully more about Aldrin and that situation.
Yeah.
In Joker's Wild, that expanding is also really exciting, and them saying that Gambit's going to evolve, I don't know what that could mean. So
that's why I'm thinking that it's going to be crazy.
That scares me because like Gambit is a really cool game mode and I like it, but I just hope that it's not like, here's more, go play more fucking Gambit. And I'm like,
every game is 5 rounds now.
Yeah.
Now here's a quest where you have to deposit 15 votes 50 times.
You have to do a quest to unlock the new Gambit Evolved by playing Gambit.
You know, it's funny because Second was
you gotta get
talking
up to
to
750 to do it too.
Yeah. We were talking about, me and Second was talking the other night when we were laying in bed. He goes, what if we had Mayhem Gambit that was just one round? Like one round. And it was just crazy mayhem.
That sounds awesome.
At it.
I would hope that round lasts a long time, because the worst part about Gambit is just like sitting in queue. Actually, in like PvP.
How could it last a long time? It'd be over in a minute.
Why don't we just make if it's a one team takes each round, just make the last one Mayhem.
Yeah,
just
true. Oh, that's such a good idea. That would
cut
be
down
awesome.
the last. I think that would be fun. Mayhem in Gambit would be fun.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would definitely like put you on the edge of your seat.
That'd be cool. Yeah, Mayhem would be cool. I think that third round is a big problem right now. When I hit the third round, I'm like, Jesus.
Can this game hurry
It
up?
lasts a very long time.
Like, they need to summon the
What if
primeval
they could add that to the, what is it called? The Crucible, like
Crucible Labs?
Crucible
Labs. I know it's not Crucible, but Mayhem. I like it. That'd be fun.
I think it would. Like, when he said it to me at first, I sat there and I was like, actually, you know what? This could work. You know, that could actually.
They're gonna be quick matches, though.
Yeah. It get crazy. It get crazy then. It would get really crazy. We'd throw a kink in the whole invading and just all kinds of different things.
Yeah, there's always supers available.
Yeah.
Blade Barrage.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
Imagine raging as every single person that invades is a gunslinger hunter.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Cross maps you instantly.
So I think I was reading on Twitter earlier because I was bored and I was sitting in the house, and I read where someone had said something about if you could take one exotic weapon and one armor weapon with you, like for the rest of the game, what would you choose? And I would take my Celestial Nighthawk, and I would take my 1,000 Voices. Like, that would be my choices.
Wow.
We've answered this one a couple times.
Shards of Galanor.
Shards of Galanor.
I don't even...
Shards of Galanor, Le Monarch. I love that bow.
That
bow is great.
Yeah.
Very fun PvP weapon.
I don't use anything else in PvP now. It makes life so much happier.
Yep.
I've been killed by that bow a lot.
I still need Oath Keepers. That's like the one thing that's missing from my hunter.
Oh, it's so good with Oath Keepers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Permanent poison.
Permanent poison. And then when you hit them and they don't get poisoned, they're like, oh, they're laggy, or they're like,
exactly.
they are
Yep.
really far away from me. Great.
Yep. That happens very frequently.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you can with that bow, you can tell straight away when someone's got an iffy connection. Because either the burn won't happen or they'll start burning really, really late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably take Thunderlord.
I'm gonna have
also.
a hard time not saying the Midnight Coup. Like I really like that goddamn gun. Like it's good in every situation.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who just love that gun. Like there's a lot of my friends that they refuse to use anything else. Like that's just their gun that they like.
That was one of my biggest fears with Forsaken. Was that the Midnight Coup was still going to be the only like kinetic. Thank God threat levels come around.
Yeah.
Thank God that and Kindled Orchid, because you can have Kindled Orchid with threat level now and have a good roll on it.
Yeah.
And that gun actually feels good as well.
It does, yeah. I still miss the 150 though. 150 crispiness.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Protheon says, do you think we'll get it one more year of Destiny 2 to finish the Savathun storyline, or will we get D3 this September?
We're not getting D3 this September. No. I don't think there's any way that happens.
There's a lot of people who have begun to think that D3 is coming. I'm like, guys, you're going to get disappointed. Yeah, I think it's just like an anticipation of like, well, I'm done with the content. I'm ready for D3 now.
I don't see any reason to think that.
Yeah. I think they're still rolling out some really good stuff. We just haven't even seen it yet. Like, I don't think we've seen the tip of it, to be honest with you. I think they got some more stuff coming out that's just going to be really good.
I think they're going to progress the story for like until September. I think every 3 weeks we're going to get. In fact, next week we're going to get something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of dialogue.
We get to shoot Aldrin again.
Maybe.
The next cutscene is you see Aldrin wake up, and then you see our Guardian walk right back up to him. Pata!
Dragonfly.
When I saw him, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it was shocking. Definitely.
Which camp are you in? The camp of accept him as a new Guardian or still hold grudge?
I think I can accept him if he apologized and said, I wasn't thinking, they had a hold of me like that. But if he was just being, I don't know, that's hard. That's a hard one. I mean, if you gave me a choice right now, I'd kill him. You know what I'm saying? He would die. Yeah. Without even asking. There was no question. But I think as the story goes on, maybe I might change my mind a little bit. I don't know that.
He doesn't.
This time I'm using Thunderlord.
I mean, but yeah, he's not going to remember. He's just going to be some guy who with a really cute, awesome ghost.
Yeah,
he would definitely have to do a lot of like, I'm sorry for what he did.
Oh, Exotic Rumble in chat has the right idea. Kill him again, and then let us go survive him. Then you get to shoot him again.
You're gonna farm him. You're gonna farm Aldrin.
Just farm him.
I think this is gonna be cathartic. This is really gonna feel good. Anybody else want to come over here and get in on this? No, okay.
New Loot Cave.
Well, if you could do that for a little bit, and then you'd be like, okay, we're fine.
We feel better now.
Be like, your KD's wrecked, dude. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you're not coming back from that.
Skitch 256 says Destiny 3 rumors about no PvP and lack of communication from the current PvP team. Have you guys heard Destiny 3 rumors at all? I haven't. Are there rumors that there will be no PvP?
I wouldn't believe that rumor at all.
There's rumors for honestly just about everything under the sun.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm sure someone has rumored something based on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think
there's been early development like discussions that potentially could be a leak from somebody who may know somebody who type of thing, but like none of it's confirmed.
Oh, my uncle works at Nintendo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like with something that's that far away, we're talking D3, that stuff changes every week.
Yeah, exactly. They're still developing it.
There's one meeting. Yeah, there's a meeting where someone's like, hey, do you think we can do this? They come back and they're like, actually, I don't think we can do this. Let's try doing it like this.
Yeah.
So it changes all the time. So even if you were sitting in a meeting in Bungie right now and you leaked everything, you'd probably not get any of it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly changing.
Especially this early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Animu Pepper says, I saw a tweet saying round 3 of Gambit should be sudden death, and agree. Going for breakneck, matches went to 3 rounds almost every time, and after a while, feels like it just drags out with normal 3 rounds. Do you think round 3 should be prime evil, sudden death?
They should have 4 rounds.
I think it should be 5 rounds. Like, we really got to get to the bottom of this. I mean, every round is going 3 rounds. We need to, obviously, we're not playing enough rounds. We need to go 5 rounds to really figure out which team is better.
There needs to be an intermission.
Final round.
Bathroom break intermission for these games.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Like, you got 2 minutes to go potty. Go right now.
Yeah. Drifter's doing some knife tricks.
I think Watts had a great idea. I think 2 games, and then if you tie at the end, mayhem. Yeah.
Done.
Duel it out.
People would want to get to the 3rd round. People would be
Yeah.
throwing to go play
Yeah.
Mayhem Gambit.
So
You're like, let me have it.
yeah, that is an interesting one. I mean, that would be fun. It'd be a nice way to like fix it. But like
Mm-hmm.
the problem is that there's two people playing Gambit right now. There's the people who are grinding and want to get stuff out of it, and then there's the people who want to play competitive and be the best Gambit player possible. So, and sometimes they mix a bit because there's a quest. They'll be like, hey, you got to go and be super sweaty and kill all 4 of them. Or you got to just get invasion kills, period, or whatever. Like, there's things in there that are slammed together, and it's like, it's a great experiment because Gambit is a very interesting Destiny game mode. But when you combine these 2 elements, if I go in there and I'm trying to get completions for games, or if I'm just trying to work on some stuff that doesn't involve winning, then I do not care about winning at all. If we happen to win, great. If not, I don't care. If I go to the 3rd round, I'm immediately thinking this is taking 50% longer than it could have if we had just
or if you go in there and your
round.
teammate just needs to get like 15 motes over and over again because he's working on a bounty.
Yeah.
Like, that can be really frustrating.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
exactly. Those quests in there, like just getting completions. Okay, people are AFKing. And now you got people who are like actually want to win because they're competitive solo queuing, getting paired up with people who are AFKing. Like, it's causing these weird conflicting emotions about some people absolutely loving it but hating it when they don't go in with the team. Then other people just hating the experience because they don't want to be like hyper competitive in there or something, or they just want the reward. So like, I think they got to split it somehow. They got to make like a casual 1 round longer version that you go in and you can just grind, and then have an actual competitive version. Because I think Gambit started out competitive, and then they were like, oh, let's put other rewards in here so other people want to like go play it. Who don't want to be competitive.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Because when you have to do 3 when you have to do 3 Gambit games for your milestones, like, you literally, that's the last thing that's the last thing I do. I can tell you, because it takes the longest, and I'm just like, 3.
Yeah.
So, but if you change it up and make it faster, I think people will be a lot happier to play it, and it might change a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also to reset your rank, you have to actually win at the very end as well.
Right.
Which again, it's like the 2 sides. Are you grinding for stuff, or are you going to be competitive and going for wins? Like that.
Right.
They put those together in there, and I don't think it meshes very well. I think it could be done better. I like the game mode though.
Yeah, I do like the game mode. I do, and that's what we do. So when we play it, like, I'll offer people to come in and play with us, and we'll take them through, and we'll like make it fun. But when you're just doing it by yourself, if you're solo queuing in it, like, I agree with you, is you're like, oh man, by the 3rd one,
solo queuing it is rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Unless you just absolutely don't give a shit if you win or lose.
Yeah. You're just like, I'm collecting modes. Like a turtle.
Jorge Padilla says, do you think it's possible that last Destiny game will be an epic, all-encompassing collection, including all the games, DLC, and storylines?
No.
Yeah, I hope not, to be honest with you.
It's like the final chapter of the Destiny series.
Yeah.
It's the stuff you played before.
Yeah, I hope it's like a new engine enough that like just porting old stuff in wouldn't really work. Like, I hope there's like significant changes to the way the game is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want just to play the old stuff again. I played 3 years of Destiny 1. I can go back and play Destiny 1 anytime I want.
Yeah, I want a different ending. I want more exciting stuff. I want something at the end where it leaves you and you're like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I want. I mean, we saw the old stuff before. I mean, you know, it was nice to have the old stuff and we've got those memories, but now it's time to look for new things and new stories and something at the end where we never saw it coming.
Do you think there will be like an end of Destiny? Like, do you think we'll get to a point where like this story has come to a conclusion? Thank you for playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I think it'll kind of just like, even if it's not Bungie who's in charge of it, maybe Bungie goes and works on that thing for that Chinese company.
Yeah.
And you know, Activision, you know, puts Destiny in the hands of another company or something.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't want to see the end of it. I like this. I like the game, you know, like I don't want to see the end. It's a great game.
Yeah. But at the same time, I could see Bungie being like, "Wait, we worked on Halo for 700 years and now we're going to work on Destiny for 700 years."
Nah, yeah.
I honestly think it's going to go the same route. Some other company is going to be the main source of it after like 3.
Yeah.
Because they did that with Halo, so I think that's where it would go. I don't know. I think if there's still interest, I don't think it's going to end.
No, if there's money to be made, it won't end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Anyway. Angel B says, with so much content that's in this game now, what would be 3 things you would give as advice to someone who just got Destiny 2 as a holiday gift?
Oh boy.
Get well rested, Pope. We need you up and running for Guardian Con's taco run.
This question's always hard these now. Because people do come into chat and they're like, "Oh, I just got the game yesterday. Any tips?" And I'm like,
jump into the Crucible immediately.
complete that comp quest when you're in like the full
Mountain
green
top.
gear.
Yeah.
Optimal time to go into the comp playlist.
Yeah.
I think.
It'll
I mean,
only
I
match
think
you with
now
other
you
people
just
that are like that.
You just play the campaigns, and then as you're playing, you should hopefully learn, you know, what perks you like on a gun and what guns you like and what supers you like, and then I don't think Destiny
that's what my son's been doing. It's a lot of campaign to get through now.
Yeah,
you know?
It is. Yes. So definitely do that. Here's your
for
tip:
a person
play the
that's
campaign.
for a person that's coming in new, like definitely play the campaign so you know the story. You know the story. You know the backline. You know where it's going. You're not lost and having to ask other people, "What's that?" and "Where did that?"
Before
come
you
from?
go like all out on the campaign, though, I'd probably start all 3 characters and play around.
Yeah.
False.
Like get through the first.
False.
Get through the.
You're gonna
get
hover
through
over
the first few levels. Get a couple of level ups on like a hunter, a warlock, and a titan. Just see which one you like the best.
Yeah. Ignore Briar. Hover over the warlock. Feel the weird, like, you know, it emanates some weird, strange smell. Be like, no, don't do that. And then see the titan. Say, oh, the titan's good. You know, that's a possibility. Then hover over the hunter and choose the right path. Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what we need?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You know what we need for next week is like some clips of Destiny absolutely loving on warlocks at the release of Destiny 2. Eating them grenades, getting his health back.
Dark times, man. They were the dark ages of Destiny.
We're gonna need
I used to be a
of that.
warlock D1. Now I'm a hunter all the way for D.
Yeah.
Completely changed up my playstyle.
Like everybody makes mistakes. We welcome you back.
That's like an ongoing joke in the community right now. Like they'll come in chat and they'll mess with me about Titans being master race, and then we talk about warlocks and they're like, "Oh yeah, Mary Poppins," and you know they'll talk about Mary Poppins floating down, and so it's just a funny joke, you know, messing around with each other. But I totally love my hunter. I don't know why I love the hunter so much. It's just
Hunter's Bay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hunter feels good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hunter.
I do want Bones of EO back though.
I would love that a lot.
Because then hunters would feel better.
Yes.
Ian Guest says, if you could have anyone alive or dead on your raid team, who would it be and why? These have to be actual human beings, not fictional characters.
I don't know any people.
Just leave it at that.
I want CC Coon, Watts, Tefty, Joker, and shit, I'm going to forget the fifth guy's name.
That's hard to choose, though, because there's a lot of really, really, really good players.
Abraham Lincoln.
I'll just take Chuck
Einstein,
Norris.
Tesla.
That's hard. That's hard to say. I plead the fifth on that one.
Caligula. You know that guy gets down. That's going to be fun raid. Acid Christ 999 says if he could only use one exotic weapon and one exotic. We just talked about this. Gavin Risbridger said, with exotics so difficult to get, would you like to see glass needles come back?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Reroll your exotics.
They
I would like to
should
see
definitely come back. With an actual way to obtain them. Not like, I have 2 and I require 20 and I can't get any.
Mm. Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yes, the mod component problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unchrasmatic says Godzilla, not the crappy Matthew Broderick one, attacks the last city. How fucked are they? They're not fucked at all. We take down
a dragon.
Monsters like on the regular.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a problem.
We're good.
No.
Godzilla is like a basic bitch monster compared to what we're taking down.
Sorry, Godzilla, but you're out.
Takarito says, who would win in a fight? An octopus with Medusa's gaze or every member of Queen with laser nipples? Assuming the setting is a deserted island, the octopus is about 4 feet in length and it can camouflage, and it's Queen post Bohemian Rhapsody.
So really early on?
Huh.
I'm gonna go laser nipples, man.
That's what I was saying. I'm probably gonna give it the Queen.
They can just like shut their eyes and just like
lasers, right? Lasers are fast and efficient.
Laser
but if
nipples
it's
seem like they'd be good.
camouflaged, then they could just look at it without knowing.
What type of lasers? Like if it's just laser pointers, and really,
well, yeah, that's not going to be effective. Good point. These are the questions. We're going to need some follow up on this, Doctor. You know. Thomas Pierce says, I bought a farting unicorn for my girlfriend. Well done, DCP. Question, what is the weirdest thing you found in someone else's home?
Oh, boy.
I don't go to many other people's houses.
I found a collection of toenails on someo's nightstand.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was gross.
Look,
this wasn't Dimples, was it?
Okay.
Dimples, throw away those goddamn toenails.
When you say collection, are you talking about like more than 10?
They had like a stack like
it was
that.
stacked.
Wait, were they like neatly stacked?
Yeah. Like
were they
just
like
stacked.
Were there
like
10 stacks like big toe left
No.
foot, big toe right foot?
No, it was just like all in like a little clump, and I was like, yeah,
This is for more than one toenail clipping session?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that is
Okay,
gross.
yeah, then that's bad. Like
That's
I can totally
weird.
understand. Like you clip your toenails as you're going to bed, and you just forget to throw them away or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can understand that because I mean I've done it.
I was
Yeah.
oh, I was like,
I always do my toenails like over the trash can though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like in bed. I don't want to be feeling a toenail clipping in bed.
No, yeah, that gotta be uncomfortable. Get poked.
Yeah, get poked. Be like, what's poking me?
So I live in the house that my wife grew up in and that her parents owned for a very long time.
Find toenails.
And a lot of the stuff in this house was her parents' stuff and even her grandparents' stuff. Because when like her grandparents died, her parents took some of that stuff. And one day I was down in the basement and I found a pincushion. It was a black lady with a pincushion for a butt, and it was like totally like the black face with the white lip kind of thing. Like it was the most racist thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I found it down in the basement.
So it was in your house.
In my house.
Your house now.
Yeah.
I swear, officer,
that is the weirdest thing I've ever found in someone else's home. And now it's my home.
Oh
I'm
man.
not really sure.
I think the toenails is the
Magic
weirdest thing.
cards in Patrick's.
Wait,
why is
what?
that weird?
It's not weird. I don't go to anyone's house, Patrick. I have nothing else to say.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
Magic cards.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, a friend was making kombucha one time. And it looked super weird. That's maybe the weirdest thing I can think of right now.
I did walk in on a guy I used to work with who was masturbating to Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god!
That was weird.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it really.
I'm never watching Buffy again.
They're having
show,
a
not
new
the movie,
season
FYI.
of Buffy the Vampire Slayer coming out. You might
Oh,
want to
really?
check in on your coworker, Brian.
Yeah, he's gonna be very excited. Blazik18 says, "What would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse?" So you're taking any animal and you're scaling it up to the size of a horse.
Screebs.
Scream.
Oh god! Oh,
You
god.
son of a bitch.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Honestly, I'd say a ferret because they're so cute and devious, and I'd say a ferret. We have a ferret. That's why.
Horse-sized ferret.
Yep, horse-sized ferret.
Size of a
You can
horse.
ride 'em. It's like the dragon from Never Ending Story.
Those things, they
Velcro.
got like some vicious
No,
looking
that's a
teeth.
horse.
Like, I think that'd be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they like friendly if you catch them in the wild? I know that people have them as pets, but
I don't know if they're friendly. Probably not. They'll probably eat you up.
Very,
If you
very
catch
little
them.
things are friendly if you catch them in the wild, Briar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. Lots of stuff is friendly.
Let's have a happy medium. Go play around in the tiger area at the local
In
zoo.
the tiger
I don't know.
area.
Those definitely aren't friendly.
Hey, it depends on the animal, right?
I want a very talkative parrot.
Whoa,
Oh,
size of a
yeah.
horse.
I could ride the parrot. You could fly.
There's
through the sky.
actually
Yes.
something. Oh God, what's the name of it? I'll look it up. You guys.
This exists.
Like a condor.
It's like the
like a
size of a
parrot.
dog, actually.
Oh,
Huh.
that's pretty.
There
good.
used to be eagles, like this is 50,000 years ago, but there used to be eagles that were like that big.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We could tame them and ride them.
It's a big
Right?
bird.
I'm kind of into this. I like the flying rideable animal idea.
Yeah.
I would take.
Parrots are a little annoying though. I'm gonna go with an eagle. But they're
No,
mean.
we'll have conversations while flying around.
I'm gonna
They like to talk a lot. They do like to talk a lot, but they're cute.
go with a drop bear. Get that horse sized. That'd be nice.
A what?
Drop bear.
Drop
What?
bear.
Drop bear.
Wait,
Okay.
wait,
Yeah.
a bear?
Drop bear.
What is that?
You have to look it up.
Okay.
All right, I'm going on Urban Dictionary as we
I'm
speak.
looking up right now. I need to know what this is.
Man, I'm not even Australian. Come on.
You
I
said
want
a
a
drop
jackalope.
bear?
Can I get a horse-sized jackalope, please?
Wait, it's a koala? Is that what it is?
It's Australians like to trick people into thinking it's a vicious koala that's gonna like eat your jugular or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, it's a myth, essentially.
I had to look it up.
You know, I'm sticking with it though. It's gonna be a drop bear because it's gonna be a koala. Imagine a horse-sized koala.
Sounds dumb.
Oh, actually, no, I change. Sloth. I want a horse-sized sloth.
Oh, yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yep.
You can ride
They're
that
so
like
cute.
it's like meditative, right?
Exactly. Where are you going? Somewhere, you know.
Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, don't worry about
it. Taking it as the sloth gives it. I wouldn't mind like if somebody else had a horse-sized cat, because like the damage and corruption that thing would do inside of a house, I think would be hilarious.
Man.
But I wouldn't want it in my house.
No, not mine either. No way. No way.
Blazik 18. Nope, I just read that one. Chevy says is the S in scent silent or is the C silent?
Yes.
Scent spelled SCENT.
Yes.
Both are not silent.
So you hear them both?
Yes. Scent. They're both loud.
Yeah,
Scent.
think about it. SENT, scent. CENT, scent. SCENT, scent.
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 Yeah, they're both being pronounced.
Yeah.
That's a deep one, Chevy. We're gonna have to get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Sonic NG23 says, what goes inside your ideal burrito?
Food.
Ideal burrito.
Beans and sour cream and cheese.
That's
Lots
it?
of
No meat?
beans, tomatoes, rice, lettuce.
I don't know. I'm torn on lettuce.
A little bit. Make it a little crunchy, you know?
All right.
A little bit of a crunch.
I just put Fritos inside mine to make it crunchy.
I like steak and beans and rice. Definitely some like salsa, some guac, maybe sour cream. I could go either way on sour cream. Depends on the day.
I like to.
I based everything Briar just said, but then I also want like basically like a bowl of queso dip on the side too.
To dip it in?
Dunk it in. You know how like you dunk a sandwich into au jus or something?
I'm not going to want this every time, but if you served it up, I would eat it.
For sure. Like the white queso dip? Is that what you're talking about? Like the white queso dip?
Yeah.
So we have that here with the green chilies in it.
Ooh,
oh,
nice.
Green jelly?
Green chilies.
Chilies.
Chili.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jelly.
like gummy bears? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to take an entire pineapple pizza, stuff that in a burrito. There you go.
Oh, that actually sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just roll it up. It's
Yeah,
like
you
it's
just
got
roll
the
it up.
burrito already there.
Exactly.
You're good to go.
But sometimes, you
I
know,
like
you can't really
this.
like lock it in if you roll up the pizza. So you need a wrap for that.
Yeah.
So you wrap that baby up. And then I'd probably put some extra pineapple in there too, just to fill in the cracks.
Make it Chicago style, and you got like extra protection.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's got to be gluten free though. So that's the only problem.
I don't know if they make Chicago style pizza gluten free.
It's very rare. It's typically not as good either.
You can find it. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Mr. Goodbite says, since Pope Bear isn't on the podcast tonight, can we get reckless speculation on where he is now spending his Thursday evenings?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with he found a local key party that meets on regularly on Thursdays.
So we don't get into what that actually is. We're going to say he's where I want to be every Thursday, playing Magic.
Oh, he's become a professional Magic card player?
Yeah, there's like a tournament for Legacy.
I think it's actually more likely that he's at a key party.
Key party.
He's starting a business of creating those onesies that he got Patrick of all the different animals. He found his passion.
And on top of that, he's eating 15 pounds of crawdads.
Yep.
In the crawdad
And he's having a
onesie.
drink right now. The new drink that he told us about. What was it? Ginger? Was it ginger? No. What was it's like? What kind of drink was it?
Was it
what he's doing.
ginger ale and rum?
I think it was like ginger ale and rum. I think. Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
That's what he's doing. Yep.
I like it.
Zabe says, why does Briar have a horse?
Well, you see, the reason what happened is...
Yeah, he wanted a horse-sized horse.
Yeah. He was like, how can I have a horse-sized horse? Okay, I need to go buy a horse-sized horse. And now he's got a horse-sized horse. And his name is Fred, right?
Like, I got really amped for Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, really excited for it. the fucking pre-order bonuses.
Briar, are you an equestrian buff?
No. Why ride a horse when there's a perfectly good motorcycle around?
Does your horse have utility?
I don't have a horse. My wife has a horse.
Oh.
But you have a horse.
Yeah, you have
that
a horse.
means you have a horse. You have a horse.
Have you ever had to scoop some poop?
No.
Yes, I have. I had horses. I used to rope and barrel race.
Rope and barrel race.
I roped and barrel raced for like 10 years.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yep. I used to hate scooping the poop though.
Yeah, horse maintenance.
My wife actually enjoys it. I don't understand that one bit. Yeah.
Maybe it's
Cleaning
therapeutic.
Okay. All right. Last question of the night. And we can wrap it up. ... says, would you rather eat 15 pounds of crawfish with Patrick or watch 15 hours of anime with Watts?
It's unfair.
15 hours of anime. That's what? How many episodes is that?
Oh, it's not a marathon? You could break it up?
It's 30.
Wait, no.
Oh,
just
no,
thinking,
it's
like,
a marathon. It's one sitting.
It's a marathon.
One sitting.
All right.
Yeah.
That's basically, would you like to get entirely caught up on My Hero Academia?
Okay. 15 pounds of crawdad is going to make me uncomfortable for at least 15 hours.
Yeah.
So I think I would definitely watch 15 hours of anime with Watts.
I
100%.
do anime.
Yeah.
I do anime, and we could have snacks.
Yeah, there's snack
that
time.
aren't crawdads.
We can have crawfish.
So I want to watch anime. And I also want to eat crawfish.
Oh no! Holtz is bringing the anime or the crawdads to the anime party.
Crawdads to the anime.
Wait, how
I
do you
don't know.
eat your
This was a
crawdads?
tough one.
How do you
How do you
eat
eat
your
crawdads?
Yeah.
You break them in half.
Do you pop the head
And
off
then-
and suck the juice
Yeah,
out?
you pop the
Yeah.
tail off, so break it in half basically. You
Yeah.
take the half that doesn't the not tail half and just suck down all the juices and fat that's inside it. And you
That's
take
how
the
we
tail
eat it.
meat, break 2 rings off of it, and then
Yeah.
pop the tail meat
So
out.
Red Queen.
And then
Red,
Yeah.
are you familiar with crawdads? Because we got questions.
Yeah.
I am like so. So we used to. We
You
used to
thought
make
it was the last question.
these tables with like the put the tablecloth down, and we cook potatoes, corn, like corn on the cob, and crawdads and stuff. Cook them in a big old pot and steam them, and then dump them on the table, and then it was a free for all.
Okay, so here's the question:
So-
if you're going to
Yeah.
eat crawdads, and it's not,
Uh-huh.
it's not like a potluck or anything like that. It's your portion of crawdads. Would you consider 15 pounds of crawdads a normal? Yeah, I'm gonna eat some crawdads type of portion.
No way. I can like eat maybe 6 or 7, and then I'm like, oh, that's enough for me.
You're done after 6 or 7
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
So
no,
not
6 or
15.
7 crawfish. I'm like,
Oh, 6 or 7
Yeah.
crawfish.
yeah.
Wow.
After that, I'm like,
There's
Yeah.
some serious discrepancy going on here between the proper
Yeah.
amount of crawdads.
yeah. that's a lot of crawdads. Like that's a lot. That's a
That
lot.
sounds like a sane answer to that question.
You would get like extremely sick. I would think.
Holtz, have you ever been extremely sick off of 15 pounds of crawdads?
No, never have.
Huh. The mystery
Interesting.
continues.
It really does. It really does. There's no limit to this one. We looked it up one time. I think it was well over 200 crawdads in 15 pounds.
That's Thank you. I'm good on that one. What about
Patrick?
oysters though? Do you guys eat oysters?
Patrick, I need to request a stream from you
Okay.
where you eat 15 pounds of crawdads
Okay.
on
Yes.
stream. Mukbang.
I
Yeah.
agree. I concur.
Then get
Mukbang
the
style.
scale, put the crawdads on the scale first, show it's
Yes.
15 pounds,
Do it.
and eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stream. Okay.
I mean, I'll do it.
I would
do
like
it.
to see that. I
Ah,
want to be there.
I like it.
Let's see.
Challenge accepted.
Best idea I heard all day, Watts.
2019 is looking good, guys.
Yeah. We're off to a good start. All right, that's it. That's all the questions.
Okay.
Holtzman?
I'm looking at where I can get crawfish here in Seattle.
Oh boy.
Probably just
all these places look like Seattle places, like really overpriced.
Yeah.
Just I'm not gonna go to McCormick and Schmick's for a seafood for a crawfish.
Well, you're not gonna cook them yourself?
Like $500.
You're not gonna cook them yourself?
I would love to, but I don't have a pot big enough to cook 15 pounds of crawfish in. Also,
is that because it's not an appropriate size for a serving?
It's not appropriate size.
I would imagine like a lobster pot you'd need, right? For 15 pounds, like a lobster pot would be
you
right.
Need a big.
My
it's
gumbo
like a big
pot,
black pot like this, like huge.
A big pot
gumbo
for
pot
15
might
pounds.
be big enough actually to do it. It's just it would probably have to be done in 2 servings, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. So before I go down that, that road of finding a crawfish place to actually go. Oh, I can order from DoorDash on this one.
DoorDash.
You don't have to leave the house.
Ooh. All right. Thank you all for tuning in to this, the 117th episode of Destiny Community Podcast. You want to find more of me? I'm at Holtzman_YT on Twitter, where you can probably find me imminently preparing my body for this massive amount of crawfish I'm going to eat. That is actually a very normal amount of crawfish. And I will prove it by eating it.
I'm Brian Rabbit. You can find me looking up weird stuff on Urban Dictionary or filling out college application forms for my children.
Nice. I am Tefty
Let's see, what is my prime motivation for going to college here? Crawdad eating. They had to write an essay.
I am Tefty Teft. You can talk to me at Teft on Twitter. Catch my streams, twitch.tv/Tefty Teft. Typically start around 6 p.m. West Coast Pacific time.
And I am Miss 5000 Watts. You can find me streaming on Twitch. Talk to me on Twitter. All the stuff. Just look for Miss 5000 Watts.
And thank you guys for having me tonight. I appreciate it.
Where can we find you?
Thank you for coming on. It was a blast. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch.
What's the URL?
Absolutely. That's actually
promote yourself.
Hold on, I got Red Queen 98. You can find me with Red Queen 98. So the E's are 3s.
E's are 3s. There you go.
The E's are 3s.
E's are 3s.
Nice.
E's are 3s.
All right.
All
Holt.
right. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Gonna roll credits and be back for sub readouts.
Wait.
Hmm?
Just kidding.